you guys. I'm Nicole Harrington. This is Zoe, and we have a special guest today. Who are you?
Bad boy.
For Jesus.
Bad boy.
Today, we are going to be talking about one of the laws of the universe, the very first one. And
Nice.
the first one is the law of divine oneness. So,
Divine oneness. What's that?
yeah, well, I'll say what I think it is I believe that everyone is connected. This is what I believe. That hello. So make sure your computer is turned off of volume, please, Zachary. The divine of oneness is, for me, it's about, yeah, we're all connected in that everything affects everything in some kind of sense. What do you think?
Everything affects everything in some kind of sense. Sure. Yeah, I think my actions. Well, yeah. I mean, you don't. Yeah, I think every. Hold on. That's a lot to unpack. Everything's connected and everything affects everything. Yeah, you can. Okay, everything should be connected, but what is so then that makes so the prospect of becoming disconnected from your source is scary, should be a scary thing. If everything's supposed to be connected, then what happens if you disconnect them? Because I think there's possible to be disconnected. In fact, that's reality for many. Okay, but on a positive note, yeah, I can to a great extent even affect
Do you think even if you feel disconnected, you're still connected?
everything. I can positively affect everything around me. If I feel disconnected, I can reconnect. I shouldn't really be feeling that way for very long.
If you're
It-
feeling
it-
disconnected, yeah, because this is they're saying this is a law
yeah, it's
that
just yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's you can't argue because
Notice show up in your life, there should be a purpose. There should be a purpose. The fact that you noticed it ought to mean there's some purpose for it. If you're fixated on it, it's not important, then you disengage, disconnect from it, and connect with something else.
some
And pay
greater
attention.
purpose, you mean? Like,
If I pay attention, it's not always seem like great. If I'm connected, if I'm paying attention to God and I'm focused on what He's telling me to focus on, and so that thing obviously has a purpose, even if only to segue me to focus on the next thing. If I'm focused on driving home from work, obviously that's going to lead into me focused on what the next thing that I'm going to do when I get home. But for the
I love
meantime,
that.
I'm
As
focused. The purpose, sometimes the purpose is just to focus. The focus itself is the purpose of focusing. The focusing, not the thing you're focused on, but the focus is the purpose. The
okay.
practice and focus. So if I'm focused, so the tree outside my window, if I'm connected to it and I get power hungry, if I'm connected to that tree, I mean I can make it turn purple. Well, if I try hard enough, I can maybe see it that way. I mean, can I make you see it as being on fire all of a sudden? Can I set it on fire, even though it's raining right now, just with my mind? I don't know God could, but do I um need to? No, not right now. Especially if it was for some reason like, oh, I'm angry at my neighbor, I want to set their Christmas tree on fire. Probably not going to happen. Even though I'm connected, even though I'm connected to them and my
Well, I
you
love
know.
very much that you're thinking of it as everything surrounding you, your actions are all connected to each other. Everything around you is connected. I love that because when I thought of it, I heard like your actions and my actions are connected. I heard like I loved when you mentioned driving. So I thought of when you said that more that if someone gets in an accident in front of me, then that's going to affect the amount of time it takes me to get home. So I love that we kind of had different perspectives
So,
of I heard you say that, if you're driving, then that's going to get you to point A, and then it's going to end up getting you home to, do the next thing. Like that was the connection I heard from you. Is that correct?
yeah, it's more yours and more practical. I was thinking more in terms of powerlessness. I was, well, I gave a, yeah, yeah, I think so. So I think I think if we're connected to, I think we all have an opportunity to be connected to each other. I can pray, I can wish you well, and that can actually um be an action, be an action that's an action that uh results in wellness for you, should you choose to receive it. Just kind of like how you invited me into this meeting, and I accepted. I saw your invitation, accepted it. I can more than it's not inaction to wish someone well if you actually do, and they choose to receive it. At some point I have to stop short of forcing you to receive my good, my work, my love, because if I try to start controlling how you say your free will, then it's no love anymore. There's no love in that. It's something else.
Yeah, I like the idea of
That's me
looking
trying
at
to
this.
a trophy. That's me making you into an army, a person in my
What do you
army.
think about that my reality is my own reality? So you're talking about other people affecting how you feel or you affecting how other people feel. But what about
Yeah,
that
let's talk. Have you experienced that, or if reality is my own, my reality is my own.
yeah, that this is just my reality, and that's why everything is connected, is because I'm the creator of my surroundings, and that everything that I get to see and I'm a part of is just because of where I have put myself and what I'm doing. It's not about anybody else. It's everything is about you. Everything in your life is about you. It's a culmination of all of your actions, is why you're where you are today, which
That
kind of
sounds kind of
is a,
lonely. That sounds like kind of a lonely thing. It could be kind of, like like we're not really. Are we in the same town?
what does loneliness mean?
Like everything around me is just in my imagination. I'm just it's my reality is that I'm talking to you right now. I mean, we are not in the same room. We're in the same. I'm seeing you on a computer screen right now, so we're not in the same room. I'm not going to tell everybody where we are, but I am. But we're in the same. Yeah, are we in the same? What does that mean practically? Am I able to control what you're going to say next? No, not to my. I'm not aware of any control I have over what you're going to say next. Although I could.
But what have you just said, is that going to then give me an idea of what to say? just like, oh my gosh, I love the idea that, our perceived reality, we find examples to prove it is true. So if you,
An
what,
example of something that's something that makes up your reality. It identifies your reality.
like my perception of the world, for
We give you,
example.
for example, what's in the world that you notice? What's a law? Okay, what's a law? In your reality, everything's connected. Let's circle back to where we started. Your reality, everything's connected. My reality, there's a possibility disconnection.
Yeah, and
That's
I like how you're mentioning that it feels like that sounds like it would be lonely if
I thought I was in if I thought everybody connects me to disappear, they're not really there. They're just it's just my brain telling me they're there.
yeah, but if you're if yeah, I agree with
Like
what you just said. I think you
what
didn't.
that's what led me to Jesus Christ. Is I got to the point where I thought I was so stoned out of my I thought, am I just projecting all these people onto am I all alone? Well, no, I'm not. Even if they're not there, there might be someone else. That's who I reached out to, and
Yeah,
there
but
might
isn't
even if
he
he's always
kind of a
telling
figment
me
of your
there's
imagination? Like you can read about him and you can learn about him, but he's not, you can't go in and like knock on his
yes,
door and say hi.
yeah, like that's
Or
what I did though. That's what I did. What I'm saying is that's what I did.
I know, but
Real to in the fact that I'm on this call right now, this could be a dream, but if I woke up, I'd still be real to me. It'd still be real. This call could be a dream. This moment could be I could be having a dream. Whatever
oh
I woke up
gosh,
to could
wait,
be a
but
reality.
but
It's
because
still in
you
the dark.
believe in Jesus, because you believe in him, you're
No,
able to see him everywhere. That's actually exactly what we're talking about.
I
Is
reach, yeah, I see, yeah, I see, yeah, I see, I see him, I hear him commenting on different things that he's like, yeah, I experience him showing me different, maybe even making me focus, having me focus on this or that thing. Sometimes make me laugh or feel fascinated about something maybe look at something I never looked at before. You, what about connection? I mean, connecting, for example, connecting, everything's connected. Is yesterday connected to today?
absolutely.
Yeah, like why, yesterday, what happened yesterday? Tell me something happened yesterday.
Well, my actions from yesterday are putting me in a place of where I am today.
Like
So
what?
if yesterday I was able to jump in the pool and that helped me feel like I got something done, I feel good about where I am. That's what always, when I jump in the pool, it makes me feel
Where?
successful,
Yeah, how long did
even
that good feeling last? You
yeah, so
think?
well, we're just talking about the next day. So I would still feel that the next day. And yeah, I love what you just said. And I have to go do that again because
Yeah. So, and what do you know is going to happen when you do that again? What are you pretty sure is going to happen based on
yes,
what happened,
that's
what you remember
exactly what we're
happened
talking about.
yesterday?
Yeah, if I know that me jumping in the pool is going to help me feel successful, then when I jump into the pool, I'm already expecting that to be my reality and what I get from jumping in the pool. How
Okay.
does that relate with everything connected on a greater sense?
It put time, which is the fourth dimension, I'm pretty sure, is into it, which, okay, so yesterday is connected to today. I was the insight I just had. I was thinking, see, that's what I wanted I want a specific strand. I wanted you to pick up a specific strand from reality. And I said, okay, yesterday and today. Because I looked out my window, it's like I said, I looked out my window and said, there's a tree. Okay, so you know that you have that clue about where I am now. There's a tree outside. Um, yeah, there's a tree. Was that tree there yesterday? Was it there 1 minute ago? Am I? Yeah, it was.
Oh goodness. Okay, but it was there 100 years ago, even, right?
Yeah, I
Like
guess
that
that's true.
tree
Yeah,
took
I
a
know that.
hundred years to be what it is today,
I
which
would,
is a
yeah,
great argument for the
it was
fact
there
that
for
we are all
20.
connected, is because you're still able to see things from 100 years ago.
Yeah, and I know that when I was a kid, when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, I learned how to think in terms of hundreds of years, and maybe that the world was hundreds or thousands of years old. I probably knew what the number 1,000, the number 100 meant when I was 3 or 4, and so and then what a year was, and how old I was. And 100 years ago, I wasn't here, but I have faith that that tree was here 100 years ago. Does that even matter? Because who cares? Yeah, I care because 100 years ago, because I'm interested in what was happening in the world 100 years ago. I mean, this town was barely even really a thing. There wasn't a Costco or movie theater in town 100 years.
Well, thank you so much, Zachary. And I really appreciate everyone who has been able to watch us today. And make sure you subscribe and follow, because we will be back at this again.
Every
And
day.
I'll see you guys